Students, we're going to go through our notes of the staff, starting with treble clef notes. Remember the sayings that we have for the lines and spaces of the staff. E, G, B, D, F are the lines of the staff going from bottom to top. E, G, B, D, F. And you can remember that as every good boy does fine. And then the four spaces of the treble staff, F, A, C, E, face. Now we also go into ledger lines, which go above and below the staff, but we will review those as we go along. So starting with the treble staff. This is middle C. Notice that it is on the ledger line below the treble staff. 2 ledger lines below the treble staff is A. The ledger line above the treble staff is also an A. So we know that that ledger line immediately below the treble staff is C. Well, this is the space directly below that, and that is a B. The ledger line that is 2 ledger lines above the treble staff is C. The top line of treble staff, F. First space that's above the treble staff is G. Middle line treble staff, B. The second line, remember every good, is G. The fourth line treble staff, every good boy does, D. The space directly below the treble staff is D. Remember, if E is the bottom line, it's going to be the letter directly before that, and that's a D. Oop. Showed you the answer there. First space, treble staff, is F. Second space, treble staff, F-A for face, right? F-A-C-E. So this is an A. Bottom line treble staff, remember every good boy does fine. The bottom line is an E. Going back to a ledger line, this is right above the first ledger line above the treble staff. It's on that space, and this is a B. Third space, treble staff, F-A-C-E, remember spaces, that is the C. Third space is C. And finally, to round out the treble staff, the fourth space, F-A-C-E, is the E. Moving to bass clef. Okay, still 5 lines and 4 spaces. We will G, B, D, F, A for the lines. Good boys do fine always. And then the spaces are A, C, E, and G. So all cars eat gas. All right, bass staff. And we are doing ledger lines as well, starting with this one. So this is below the first ledger line, below the bass staff. This is a D. And knowing that, we can look at this, and 2 ledger lines below the bass staff is C. So if you went right here, you'd know that that space right there is a D, just 1 line lower, and that's C. Fourth line, bass staff F. 1 ledger line below the bass staff is E. Fourth space, G. Remember A-C-E-G, all cars eat gas, G. Going above the bass staff, 2 ledger lines, that is an E. So that's the E, that's the first line in the treble staff. So 2 ledger lines above the bass staff is E. Bottom line, bass staff G. The space directly below that is an F. This is the space directly above the first ledger line on the bass staff. It's D. So if you look at this ledger line right there, that's middle C. So if you can memorize that, you'll always know that this is a D. Here's that middle C we were just talking about. So one ledger line above the bass staff is C. 2 spaces, all cars eat gas, all cars, this is C. Second line, good boys do fine always. You've got a B there. So second line is a B. As is this space that's above the staff. So remember that line that's above that's going to be middle C. If you go one note before that, you've got this B. Middle note, or excuse me, the middle line on the bass staff, D. Good boys do, D. And the next note directly after that is an E. So the third space up, bass staff is E. And the last one is the first space, which is A.